Hey guys, Snoozy here. Today we're going to talk about Gray Zone Warfare, which just launched into early access 2 days ago, I think now. I see a lot of questions about, can I play this game solo? Can I play this game in a group with friends? Can I do PvE only? Do I have to do PvP? Can I avoid PvP? So we're going to go into the different game modes, the rule sets there, and we're specifically going to focus more on the PvE side because that's what I play. I don't really have experience on the PvP side, so I'll let the other content creators talk about that. I'm going to stick with what I know. So the first thing first is Gray Zone Warfare is a first-person shooter, which I'm sure you can tell by watching the screen here. It is not exactly a looter shooter. There is loot to collect, and you do shoot, but there isn't very much loot. So the main things you're going to be looting are medical supplies, armors, rigs, bags, guns, attachments, food, water, quest items. That's pretty much it. Oh, you're also going to have like your ears, helmets, glasses, pistols, belts, stuff like that. There's nothing I can do about the helicopter noises. Those are in-game. It's just going to be constant. I tried to find a quiet spot, but this is still not quiet. But you collect loot, you do your tasks. The world map is absolutely massive. This is the world map. It's, I don't know, 3-minute ride by helicopter from here to there maybe. So this is the PvE version, which is called Joint Operations. So let's go ahead and talk about that first. Joint Operations is the mode I play and I enjoy the most. This is a PvE version of the game. As you can see on here, all these blue dots are my faction mates. So you can see your faction on the team. They can see you anywhere you are. The thing about it, which I personally like, is if I see a bunch of people like, let's say, are going to Marketplace, and I have quests in Marketplace, I can go there and play with other people. I don't have to invite them to my group. I can just pick it up. I can go. I can get my items. I can get out. I can talk with them in-game. I can do whatever I need to. In the PvP version, you can still see your faction mates, but friendly fire is turned on, meaning your faction can kill you and you can kill them. And unfortunately, what's been happening is your faction mates are hunting you down and shooting and killing you and taking your loot. There is a small penalty for it, I believe, if you kill too many people. Again, I don't do the PvP mode, so if you're looking into that stuff, go find other content creators that know what they're talking about, the PvP stuff. Just keep in mind, there will be other players on the other two factions that are trying to kill you once you get out of your starter town. Each faction has their own little starter town. There is nothing stopping me from traveling there on a PvP server and killing newbies in the zone, other than other players killing me. So again, if you want the PvP stuff, this video is not for you. This is just going to be mostly PvE. So on the PvE version, I cannot hurt my faction members. They cannot hurt me. I can't hurt my squad. They can't hurt me. And the big thing is, and I don't think a lot of people realize this, on the PvE version, if I die, people cannot take my items. My squad mates can't take my items. You can run back to your body and get your items back. However, on your run back to your body, if you die, your original body will disappear and those items will be gone. If your body is on the ground and you disconnect, I believe you will lose your items. On the PvE version, from my experience, and please put emphasis on from my experience, when these servers crash and it's not my fault, meaning the servers crashed, my whole squad got disconnected at the same time, it does not appear that I lose my gear. I have kept my gear every single time. From what I'm understanding on the PvP mode, that might not be the same. So keep in mind, if the server crashes on PvE, there's a good chance you're going to keep your stuff, at least from my experience. The other thing that's nice about the PvE is this is only my faction, these blue dots. The other two factions are still playing. They're out here somewhere doing something. Over in Hunter's Paradise, I've run into a bunch of people on different factions. We can voice chat. I show them, where stuff is. They show me where stuff is. We cover each other if we're injured. It's cooperative. They can't hurt you. I can't hurt them. It's just a bunch of people having fun. The nice thing also about the PvE mode and the PvP mode is that it's the same character. So I can go ahead, I can learn the game at my own pace on PvE, and maybe I decide, I want to try PvP. I can. I can just go back end deployment when I'm in town. Don't do it when you're not in town. I'm not in town, so I'll die. But you go back, you go to town, you switch your mode, and you're back into PvP. And you have your same characters, same tasks, everything's the same. You just go. I really enjoy that. I know a lot of people don't, because you can go into PvE, farm gear, and then go back into PvP. But honestly, I don't see the problem with that. If you're a PvP player, you're probably better than me. So if I'm farming in PvE, isn't that just free loot for you? Really? At the end of the day? And I mean, it's okay to have different opinions. I don't see a problem with it. I really just enjoy being able to, if I want to relax a little bit more, coming into the PvE mode and then go into PvP when I feel like it. Maybe that's an issue, but that's something for you to think about. You know, don't let other people tell you how to play the game. The one thing I do want to note here is this inventory screen that you're looking at is the supporter edition, which is the $100 version. So yeah, you only get a 2x2. You only get this section if you only pay the $35. This is the pay to win version. But yeah, so that's it. You just do your tasks, which you get assigned here. In the very, very beginning, the tasks that you are given will give you the coordinates. That's what these numbers are, 200 and 163. And if you go to your map, oops, I'm gonna zone out that far. So there's 200, 163. It's going to be somewhere in this coordinate. Now, if you look at some other tasks, I don't want to give too much away. What's a good one here? Little Bird Down. This one wants you to find a helicopter that's crashed, and if you read it through here, I believe this isn't it's a bad example because I've already done it. It doesn't tell you, but I believe if you have the actual task uncompleted, it'll tell you that the helicopter crashed south of the gas station. So you need to go explore south of the gas station. And what's neat is when you first start, you're not going to have these little markers saying gas station, lumber mart, marketplace. It's going to be blank. When you discover these locations, it'll pop up and save on your map. So there's a lot of exploring and stuff to do. A lot of the quests for me so far have been really good. I figured out most of them by myself, or there was others around I asked and they were able to show me. The big ones that I had problems with was Rat's Nest. I wasted a lot of time. So if you're on Rat's Nest and Lepang and you are struggling, go check out my other video. I have it. It's a 2-minute video. It has little markers so you can skip it. You can be in and out, 30-second adventure. You're done. You know exactly what to do. You don't have to listen to me rant. But it's really fun. In my original one, I did not recommend the game, and the game has grown on me. I really do like it, and if you like military simulator games like this and you want a PvE, I think this is really good. Currently, there are a few outstanding issues that are big issues. Your account can get broken and you need to reset, I believe, your account to get it resolved. You can reset now. The other big issue is if you pick this faction, what am I on? Lemang, and your good buddy goes and picks, that's not a faction, this one, Crimson Shield. You cannot play together in the sense that I can't invite him to a squad and then join the server. You have to get lucky and join the servers, and you get put in the same server, then you can play together, but you won't be able to see each other on the map. So do make sure you're talking with your friends and actually picking up the faction that you want. If you screwed up, you can go back to the main menu and reset your entire account back to the way you got it when you first started and pick another faction. They implemented that today. That was not in the base game. So if people are saying you can't do that, it's outdated info or they're wrong. You can change your faction now, but it requires you to reset your account. Optimization and performance, still really bad. I have a 3090 and I think it's an 11900K Intel, which is kind of low for a 3090, I think. I, on Epic, on an ultra wide, I'm getting about averaging 60 frames, which is playable for me, but I feel like I should be getting more, especially once they start fixing up some of the performance issues. There's also a random bug that can happen that stops your quest projections, quest progress, and another bug that makes it so you lose all your items and your stash and your head for some reason. I think the devs can fix that. You have to go in the Discord, fill out a form, and I think they get to you eventually, or you reset your account and hope it doesn't happen again. So there are some big, massive issues, but overall, I am having a really good time. I think I'm like 25, 26 hours in, It's a really good time. I do recommend the game if you like military sims, but do keep in mind this is an actual early access game and there are issues, so you need to keep that aware. Steam does allow you to refund the game if you want to. As long as you're under 2 hours played and within 2 weeks of buying the game. I'm not sure on the refund window for the duration. It is 2 hours or less you can refund the game, but keep in mind that counts anytime when you've launched the game. So if you're stuck in queues, you're gonna have issues and you might be outside of your refund window. If you're on the fence about the game, and honestly, in general, do not buy supporter packs, buy the base game. And the reason for that is this is Steam, Valve's refund policy, not the developers. They will not refund DLC. So if you buy the $100 version and you want a refund, I think you only get 35 bucks back, or they don't do it at all. I don't know. You won't get your $100 back easily. You have to take it up with Steam, and it's a policy that they don't do it. So good luck with that. Buy the base game for 35, and then you can upgrade for another 65 to the supporter, which is the highest one, if you want to later once you play the game. There's no upcharge. There's no difference. So start with a 35, then go up if you want to. Don't get pressured into buying the game. It's your money. If you want to do the $100 version, get the $100 version. If you don't, then don't. Don't let people tell you how to spend your money. But that's really it. If you have any other questions that I didn't cover, you can check out my other videos, or just go ahead and post a comment, and I'll try to help you if I can. I do check them. I try to check every day. Sometimes I forget for like a week or two, but eventually I come back and I realize, and I check and I try to help. So I will get back to you. It's just a matter of time. But that's it for now. So I'll talk to you guys later. Toodles.